Howdy folks, good day to you and welcome back. Happy New Year. Glad you guys are here. I know, I'm super glad to be here. We're hitting the ground running. It's actually New Year's Day today and we all came to work. This right here, Dave pulled this in earlier, words right out of the bat with the slippage of the tongues. This is a 2008 Honda CR-V. It's the four-wheel drive model, or all-wheel drive rather. She has approximately 168,529 miles on the odometer. Powering down. Pew. It was in here for an oil change. We did an inspection on it, and while it was up in the air, we had found there is some oil leak action going on here. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look and see what's going on with that leak, and then kind of go from there. The customer stated there was drips coming off the engine right around the passenger front area. So let's lose our funnel real quick. Button this guy back up. All right, hey Dave, did you put oil in this car yet?
No, no oil.
No? There's no filter on it? Okay. Is the drain plug in?
Yes.
Got it. Well then I'm gonna put some oil in this unit. Then we'll put the cap back on real quick like. Then we'll get it up in the air and take a look at that leak action. Open. We're using fully synthesized 5 Winter 20 AMS oil. Get in there. Beautiful. Pop that guy open right there. Let's give it, what do we got, 4 quarts here? Yeah, we'll give her 5 quarts and then throw the filter on. Pouring things, glug, glug, gluggage. Now I think there's more than one leak with this car. We found like an oil slash blue water looking slurry substance dripping off of the subframe down below. So I'm thinking that's going to be engine coolant. These Hondas, I think they had the blue coolant in them. Let's just check the coolant level and see where we're looking here. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, blue coolant in the Honda. So I do believe it has a coolant leak somewhere because we saw a blue drip mixed with the oil drip. So let us get this thing up in the air real quick like, and we'll see what's going on down below. So stay tuned because this is going to be a very good video. Opening the hood. Yeah, Dave and I switched sides. He's working on the Chinesium Activa over there. We've got the trailer kind of set up. We're gonna tow this thing home later on, or I'm gonna tow it home. Dave's gonna go to his house, I'm gonna go to mine, but I'm bringing the car with me when I leave. Anyway, so we switched jobs because I sold some other work on this and I wanted to make the video about the oil leaks. Alrighty, Honda going up. Let's get that filter spun on real quick and then we will check on this leaking business here. All the way up, and let's go ahead and set her down on the locks for some safety. Lock clickages. Let's see what we've got going on down here. Where's my filter unit? There she goes right there. We can run inside and get the filter number from the darling wife unit. My dearest, what is that filter number for the CR-V? Can you look it up for me, please?
Yes, filter number is 57356.
57356, 7356. Copy that. Okay, thank you. 356, 356, 356, 356. Open. Lock myself out. 356, 356. 1042. I've got 56s in here somewhere. Na 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 na. Lauren!
Yeah.
I don't have any filters. Can you order one for us?
What filter?
The 356s.
Here. 57356.
Man, yeah.
We're running low.
Yeah, that's the last one.
Okay.
I did that. That was my fault. It's like when I try to find the ketchup in the refrigerator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or your glasses on the nightstand.
That's the best. Yeah. Where's my keys?
Oh.
Okay, let's spin this guy on real quick like here. Get on there, filter. Oh, wait. You didn't lube the thing there. Actually, look at that. See, there's lubricant on it. Hang on. There must have been oil left over on the sealing surface, and when I put the filter on, it seems to have self-lubricated the O-ring there. That's weird. I didn't know fluid dynamics worked like that. Anyway, filter's lubed. Click. Drain plug, that's on there. Dave, is this plug tight, sir?
Yes.
Roger Dodger, thank you very much. Okay, so we have 4 quarts of oil in it. I believe it's a 5-quart engine, but we'll start it and check it after that filter becomes primed. And here's the blue we were talking about. That's blue coolant. That right there, that's blue coolant. Now, one would say, well, the AC compressor is leaking, but it's not, because the AC compressor does not have coolant. There's some more coolant, and there's some more coolant. Look at that right there. There it is. A little bit more of some of that blue drip action right there. You guys see that? A little bit more blue. So it appears to me that that is leaking from this thermostat housing area right there. That thermostat housing. It's a 2-piece housing, it looks like. We've got one of the hoses coming in right here, which that clamp is not seated fully. Also, that should be down here. You see the witness marks? And it appears someone's attempted to reseal that with some RTV sealant or whatever, and she's leaking. So we need to pull that back apart and see what's going on with that. It's probably a leaking housing or the gasket behind the housing. It's probably gonna end up being that whole assembly there. Let's see, oil leaks, we're looking for oil leaks. Here's some oil right here on the subframe. More coolant dripping on the subframe there. Oil pan's got coolant on it. And, oh, there we go. Right up here on the back side of the cylinder head. You guys see that right there? We got a couple things back there that are, looks like they're oil related. Let's get a better view if I can, which I kind of can't. Bear with me, folks. Let's get up in this little hole here and see what we got going on. Okay, so you can see that sensor sticking out of the back of the cylinder head. I believe that's the engine oil pressure sending unit. And right above that, there's something else leaking. And I think that is the VVT solenoid pack. I believe that's what's up there. Let's let this down and take a look at it from the top side. Moving back up, black subscribe button. That's what we do here. Lock release, coming down. CRV going all the way down. Alrighty, moving around to the front of our engine area here. Let's get our eyeballs on the back side of this cylinder head. And we're looking right there, that's the VVT solenoid pack. You can see it's pretty oil saturated. There's oil everywhere. Usually, I believe the gaskets will leak out of those, and sometimes I think the solenoids leak. But I believe we need to at least re-gasket that unit. Let's pull it off and inspect it later on and see what we're looking at here. But I see a lot of saturation there. It does not appear to be dripping down from the valve cover. We give ourselves a 180. You can see the valve cover gasket looks fairly decent. I don't see oil everywhere back here. So we've got a solenoid leak. We've got a coolant leak, which is odd because this coolant reservoir is, or the radiator rather, is not empty or low. Let's check the reservoir. And again, yeah, there's coolant down in there as well. Perhaps they've been refilling it. Pasas das. Well, that's cool. Some kind of a electrical thing going on here. What is this? Got a gold battery terminal, that's good. It's not so good. That thing came off. Okay. Got a wire running here. Don't know where that goes. Looks like it's running down and up and around and through like tying your shoes. It must go into the firewall or something. Let's see, we've got some kind of fuse business here inside of this harness. More wires. What's this about? That wire is supposed to plug into here. What is this? Okay, that goes to the fan. And there's this relay business here with some caulk in it. That's pretty good. Okay, so I'm assuming there's an issue with these fans. And what's this thing? Yeah, there's some kind of issue going on with these fans, and it looks like this is the fix for it. Okay, duly noted. So I seem to have unplugged this connector from this connector when I was fiddling around with this. Let me just plug that guy back in so I don't disable the engine's cooling system. Get on there, you little plug. Please. Gotta line it up. There we go. Just kind of maybe put some more caulk in there and it'll hold on to it. Okay. Lost what I was doing. All right, so oil leak, coolant leak, that thing over there. Let's see, anything else we need to pay any mind to? I don't think so. Up on the top side. Okay. Tell you what, before we go back up in the air, let's get one more quart of oil in this unit, and then we'll take a look at everything on the bottom side and make sure the suspension and drivetrain is all copacetic, and then we'll build this estimate and give them a ring, and then find out what we're gonna do. Here, we're gonna crack open another gallon here. Judo chop. Oh. Wow, even the AMSOIL foil is better. There we go. Little more. About a quart. So that's going to be 25% of this gallon. More. More. Ha. I baited you guys into a half oil change. What do you think about that? Ha 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 ha. Put that back on. Good to go. The survey says, yeah, right about there at the top mark. Okay. We'll do a finalized recheck after we start it, prime the filter. Well, we've got 5 quarts in it. 5 is good. Leakage. Alrighty, let's run her back up and take a look down below and see if anything else catches our eyeballs. That's not good. Body damage. Yeah, Dave's putting the door panels back on the Activa. They had no panels on it when I bought it, and we're trying to charge the battery, and I'm letting it run because it hasn't run in, I don't know, 2 or 3 years, I guess. It's a 2021 and it's got 0 mileage on it. I bet the fuel in that thing is horrendous. On the locks, lock clickages. Watch this. Boing. All right, undercarriage inspection time. Yep, see, this is the all-wheel drive model. It's got this cute little differential back here, little CV axles, drive shaft, all the way up, and there's our power transfer unit, or PTU, transaxle / transmission assembly, front CVs, control arms, etc., etc. More of that oil right there. So, fun little thing about these all-wheel drive CRVs, when these drive shafts suffer a U-joint failure, see that little baby U-joint inside of there? If that one goes bad, or if this one goes bad, what folks will often do is remove the entire drive shaft. And that is because if these things fail, you have to replace the entire drive shaft. And you cannot service those U-joints. See how they're kind of staked in right here? So they're pressed in, and then this thing is staked in so they can't be unpressed. I mean, I'm sure someone has done it, but I've never been able to locate replacement little U-joints for these. And so I guess the fix is to replace the entire drive shaft. That drive shaft, last time I checked, which was, I think like 2017, was a $1,200 part. And that's the only way to repair the U-joints is replace the whole shaft. Now, what people will do, like I was saying, is they'll just omit this and convert these things to a 2-wheel drive and just not have the rear wheel drive, because it's sealed right here and it is sealed right here. So the shaft just bolts in on both sides. And I guess that's like the cost-effective way of making the repair without actually making the repair. Slight leak up there, look at that. A little bit of power steering leaking at that hose. Nothing major. Kind of normal due to its age. Yep, here's some more oil. Okay. Let's see here, anything else that catches my fancy? Got some new brakes. Yep, new brakes back here on this side. And oh, look at that. Look at all that buildup. There's a bunch of coagulated and built up dirt oil business right here. Yep, look at that. That's all oily dirt. There's a leak on these rear struts. And then while driving, the oil that leaks out has collected some road dirt and built up this grimy bit of nasty business right here. Check this one here. Oh yeah, yeah, that's wet right there. That's all oily dirt. Okay, so it's got rear struts leaking also, duly noted. I'm gonna go ahead and build this estimate on this thing and let everybody know what we're looking like so far, and then we'll come up with a path to repair some of these concerns here. All right, we got the green light. We're gonna start fixing some stuff today. Happy New Year. To me, we've got work to do. I mean, I got plenty of work to do. Still waiting on injectors for that Silverado over there. Those are on the way shortly. I've got a box of parts for that. I've got the injector return lines, some hold down bolts, gaskets, seals, valve cover stuff. I've got everything I need for that truck except for the set of injectors. So we're on a parts hold for that thing, which is very unfortunate because I kind of need the space. I need that lift because I have another dually truck out there, or another LBZ Duramax, LB7 Duramax, excuse me. I've got another Duramax truck, which is the dually similar to mine, and that one needs the rest of a front end rebuild. So that's a strap wrench.
What is this go?
That's a rando tool. Put it, yeah, just kind of stick it in there. It's full of random stuff. I got a tire weight hammer, seal puller, chain exhaust cutter thing. Yeah, there's all kinds of just whatever stuff. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyway, as I was saying, I need the lift, the big lift, so I can get that other dually in here and rebuild the front end on it. I've got control arms for the lowers, uppers, a steering gear, all the linkage, and a damper. So it's, yeah, kind of a big job, but I really need the lift. This lift won't do it, and that lift won't do it. They say that they will as per the specs, but I don't want to pick up an extended cab long bed dually diesel on one of these car racks. I don't feel that that's safe, and I don't want to die. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and start with this VVT solenoid business right here. Now, I don't know how this is gonna film because I can't really see. I mean, if you look right here, I've got almost no space to play with, so I've got to reach around the hard way and kind of feel for these bolts and whatnot in order to get this unit detached. So we're gonna set up some lights, camera in action here, and we're just gonna feel around on the back side of this unit and try to get this thing disconnected and removed. All right, I think we're in a position to get started here. Although I can't see what we're doing, I can kind of feel it. First things first is to disconnect these solenoids. There's one connector. I'm already greasy. Oh, let's see how we're gonna do this here. I think there's a second connector. Now I've just got to figure out where the fasteners go, and we'll get this thing unbolted here. I think there's like two down at the bottom. I feel two of them down here, and there might be one up top somewhere, but let's work on this two down below first, since I've got my flanges on them, and then if anything else is holding it on, we'll find the last one afterwards. All right, oh, there goes the flashlight. It's down for the count, guys. Flashlight all the way down. Twice. I just dropped it again. Oh, come on. Look at that. I'm about to drop it again. Yeah, let's try that. Maybe we can sort of see what we're trying to see. Yeah, this isn't working out. Well, if I do that, then I'm finding myself. Yeah, good enough. Okay, so we got a 10 mil socket coming in on the ratchet. We're gonna pull those two lower bolts out of there. Unclick, please. Now, I'm also going to replace that oil sending unit that's back there. Although I'm certain that this VVT solenoid here is leaking, I can't determine whether or not that sender back there is leaking. I'm going to assume that it is. Those are high leaker units by nature because they have oil pressure behind them, and so they do tend to develop leaks. And since it is saturated very thoroughly, I think it'd be best practice to change the thing out while we're back here and while it's in the shop and we're going through all this effort. Besides, it's a fairly inexpensive component, so I'm not too concerned about overselling a job or anything, because we're looking for a result, and the result is no oil leaking. That's what we're looking for here. Okay, so that one is loose. Let's get that second one. I can't feel it. There it is. I feel it now. Found you. Okay, unclicks. Yeah, I don't recall if there's 2 fasteners or 3 that hold these solenoids on. It might be 3. Yeah, it's gotta be, there has to be another one somewhere. Somewhere. Alright, I'm switching out to the shorter ratchet here so I can get more RPM out of the socket. That longer ratchet was running into stuff. Had a longer throw. Where's another little deal there? Lost my other nut. Where is it? Back here? Oh no! That's it. I thought. I feel it just above the one that I'm working on right now. You guys can probably see it, but I cannot. Okay, that's 2 bolts loose. 1 removed. There we go. And the other removed. And I believe the third one is either going to be up here. No, it's like right back, right there. There it is. I feel it right here. So here, I got to get that little wire clip off of there. It's backing on out. We'll get a trim tool. A trim tool. One of these things. Trim tool. Going back in. So we get behind that with the little trim tool. Kind of pop that out if I can. Or I need to remove that that shield. I might have to pull that shield off of there. Perhaps there's fasteners behind it. There we go. Push that thing out of the way. You go over there. Okay, 10 mil socket coming back in. I'm gonna find that last fastener. I think I got it right here. And then the longer ratchet. That short one's not enough to break that torque away. Not even close. Unclicks. Oh. There we go. Now is it loose? I don't think so. It's either not loose or there's another fastener somewhere that I cannot see, or the gasket just has it really stuck, or all of the above. I don't know yet. Who's here? I have a visitor. I wonder who it could be. Is it the Potts people? They're working on New Year's Day too. Come here, nut bolt. Okay, that's 3 of those guys removed. There can't be another one, can there? Nope. Come here, solenoid pack. What's it still attached with? By, on, what's going on here? The harness has it, I think. What are we doing? I don't know why it's not coming loose. Let's check at it from this side here. What do I see? Nada. It's got to be another piece of wire. Oh, yeah, I see it. There's another connector. It's so oil saturated I can't see. Yeah, there's like a zip tie connector on that wire harness right down yonder. Let's go in and get that thing loose as well, and then that pack will come out of there. Coming in. Yep, there it is. If I get behind it at the right angle, I can pop that connector off as well. Got it. Okay, coming out. And there is our solenoid pack. We can see, here's our leaker. See how that gasket is flat and flush with the surface right here? That means that there's a minimal pressure on that gasket. It's going to cause it to leak. Now these things can also leak up here at the top, and I think through the base of the solenoids as well. And I do believe we need to reuse this little shield business here. Okay. Alrighty, so there is our old unit. The new one has recently arrived. Let's get her unboxed here. It looks like I do not have to change out this shield right here because the new unit has a shield. And if we take a look, we can see how the gasket slightly protrudes sticking out on this new one, and the old one, it's bone flat, or bone flat. That's not a phrase, bone flat. It's well, it's flat. It's flattened. There we go. So that's the cause of our leak. We're gonna replace this unit with a new one, and problem solved. No, I'm not gonna just put the gasket in there. Number one, they're not readily available. I guess I could maybe order one from like Amazon or something like that, but I'm not gonna wait 4 days for a $3 gasket. That's ridiculous. So we're replacing the unit. These are failure prone as it is anyway, so we're putting a new one in position. But before that goes in, we need to get the old oil pressure sending unit out from behind the vehicle. And we saw space is limited back there. This is located underneath of the solenoid pack. So since the solenoid pack is out, we're gonna go in there with a wrench and crack this sender out and get the old one removed real quick like. Then we'll get it all reinstalled. So let us go back to the vehicle. We'll take the wrench. This is supposed to have a an 8-sided socket that fits over those sending units, but unfortunately I do not have the socket in that size. I've got the ones that fit the O2 sensors, but I do not have the ones that fit the oh, that's nasty. I don't have the ones that fit on these sending units. And yeah, this one is leaking. It's full of oil underneath of that little cap right there. Oh, I can't get that out, and my hand is stuck. Let's try the other hand here. It's so nasty. That one's a tough one to crack. Let's see if I can't even, trying to feel where the button is. There it is. Unclicks. Yeah, that's full of oil inside of that sensor body, or connector body. Sensor connector body. Okay. Trying to get this wrench in position. I can't see what I'm doing. I'm just trying to feel it here. Bear with me. Whoa! Slipping, falling. It's not working. I'm gonna try it again. I think I need to go under this AC tube There we go. Now we're on it. Yeah, or power steering. That's power steering, not AC. Crafter loose. Loud noises. Dave's letting the air out of the tires. Okay, well, it came loose. Flip it around. That hose is getting in my way. Please. There we go. Quarter turn at a time. Ooh, I know. That wrench is not the appropriate wrench. Let's get a shorter one. I'm thinking 24. These guys right here. 4-way multi-angle wrenches. They're built for just such occasions. Let's see if this is gonna do the trick here. Not that side. There we go. It's working, kinda. Here, we're gonna need to add some light to the subject here. I can't hardly see what I'm trying to do in here. I'm actually looking through the screen on the GoPro to see this because I can't see down there. I do believe I may have undercharged for this job also. The book says this takes 2/10 for the sender and 3 for the solenoid. Maybe with the right socket or something. Here we go. As soon as we can get some rhythm going, maybe this will happen a little bit smoother. No. Yeah. Gotta flip the wrench every time. That's the rhythm. Flip it and spin it. Flip it, spin it. Still can't see. No, still not enough. I could use a shorty 24. That might help to speed this up. Just like a regular straight on wrench. I've got shorties, but they stop at 19. And I can't put a socket on it because it's that 8-sided business. Octagon. Hey, speaking of oct, why is October the 10th month, yet oct would indicate it's the 8th month, or it indicates 8. Like December is the 12th month, but Deca would be 10, right? November indicates, oh, there we go. Got it. Okay. Oh, whatever. Don't need that. It hit the ground. No worries. Yeah, I think that month business has something to do with Julius Caesar. Caesar added a month and named it after himself or something like that. A little rusty on the history on that one, but I do believe that the names of the months of the year do not correlate properly with the dates or the numerical assignment of the months of the year. Yeah, I know, it's one of those things that kind of goes against the narrative, but it makes sense when you question it, yet nobody questions the narrative. I don't understand. So thread tape, this Teflon tape, just to help create a seal. There's remnants of old tape on the old sensor, so I'm gonna put some new tape on it. So we're gonna wrap it. If we tighten this way, righty-tighty, that means I need the tape to terminate in this direction, right? Yeah. So if we give it a wrap around the threads right here, they won't untie as we tighten this unit. There we go. It may not be completely necessary, but couldn't hurt. There we go. All right, so tape is applied. let's get this thing screwed in and tighten back down, then we'll get this solenoid pack on next. So let's see, reaching back into this hole here. I gotta find the outlet. I think it's right. Might be that right there. Is that it? Yes. No, maybe so. I just can't do it. It's like trying to tie your shoes with a mirror. I can't figure out how this goes. Come on, this is painful. This is painful to watch because it's painful to perform. I can tell you that. We can start the engine and let it spew out all the oil, see what happens. Is that it? I don't remember which one of those was the proper hole. Down farther, that one? Frustrated am I? I think we're not in the right area. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm trying to screw this into the holes that go, there it is. I was trying to screw this guy into the holes for the VVT solenoid. That's where she goes. Yeah, I see you now. I have you now. Let's get it started. Threading, good. Yeah, this would be a billion times easier with a socket that fit. I just don't happen to have one that small. All my sockets are larger for the sensors. It's over there. Okay, there you are, right behind the wheel. There. Okay, hurdle overcome. Let's just finish this. I don't want to try anything. I just want to get it done. I'm getting annoyed at the complexity of how this used to be simple. See, this is just annoying. Look at that. All because I do not have the proper socket for this specific little deal here. Slip that right in through there. Time to, I'm gonna chop the ratchet in half, or the wrench. That's what I'm gonna do. Just cut it off. We'll just manhandle it. You can't say that. I'm gonna person handle it. There, I'll person handle this thing. There, I can say that, right? That's a frustration. This whole episode, you guys are watching me reach around behind this exhaust pipe and grab things. Final solution. A weird conglomeration of flashlight gravity, a socket that's not supposed to fit that, an adapter from 3/8 up to 1/2 inch because that's a 1/2 inch socket, and then this palm ratchet business right here. See that guy? Yeah. All right, I've got it screwed down some. I need to give it a wee bit of torque, and then we can plug this thing back in. This is gonna take my entire toolbox to get this one stupid thing on there. There we go. I figured it out. The right combination of components, and then we're good. So I took the palm ratchet and then stuck this handle that came with the kit onto a little palm ratchet, converting it into an actual ratchet. And that is what has achieved victory here. Got her. Clicks. Cool. Good. Now, where's that wire at? That's not it. Oh, I see it. I stashed it over there in the corner. It's, there it is, right there. Okay, so that connector is covered in a bunch of shmoo. So let us unsludge it. I think I got some in the sensor too. There was some grease inside of my my socket. I didn't notice. Anyway, here's our connecting unit. Snap that back in. Clicks. Good to go. We'll put the protection thing on it. There we go. Now we can get that solenoid pack back together. Yay! So what I'll do is we'll collect the 3 bolts here. We'll take the bolts, put them in the solenoid, drop those guys in, 1, 2, and 3. Then we'll set this guy in position and thread them in. I stuck them in there because it might be easier if they're already located in their holes rather than trying to feed them in one at a time. I could be completely wrong on this assessment and I've got to do it again, but we'll see. So I'm thinking I can see one of the holes right about here. Does that look right? I think it feels right. Let me try to reach in. We're so close. Yeah, 3/10. Maybe this should be built at 3/10 when the engine's out of the car, because I'm not enjoying this this operation at all. I've been in here for like an hour. It's because I can't see. I don't even know what I'm doing. Like, I literally don't know what I'm doing. I know what I'm trying to do, but as for actually conducting the operation, that's what I don't know. I'm way off base too. Try to feel this other hole here. There's one. There it is. It's right there. Oh, that's it. I see it. That's it. That one's it. Haha, yes, we have thread engagement. Good. That's one. That one's going. 2. Yes. All right, all 3 of those are now threaded. Let's tighten them down. So here, that little palm ratchet tool came in 1/4 inch also, so I got a 3/8 and a 1/4. You know, I believe a viewer sent me those. They're cobalt tools, so I believe they're from Home Depot. That's the blue one. The orange one is, or no, Lowe's. Lowe's has that's the blue one. Home Depot's the orange one. It's funny how you can associate your builder's supply store by what color it is. There we go. That one's run down. Spin that one down. I'm getting carpal tunnel. This weird angle here. There we go. That one's getting tight. And the other one right up over here. Spin it and spin it, spin it. Drop it. Come on. Woo! Where'd you go? There you are. Come here, 1/4 inch little palm ratchet tool device. Yeah, see that? Stick your socket on there and go to work. Yeah, those bolts are also angled slightly downward too. So the nature of gravity wants to pull the bolts away from the cylinder head. All right, those are snug. Let's get it on a ratchet and apply final torque action. Let's see here. It needs a cylinder head, but we're trying to get the thing out. We've got the extractor kits, and what happened is we have the hex part of the the plug out, but the porcelain is stuck, and the electrode is stuck down inside of the head, and it's at a point where it probably needs a cylinder head. We're trying to avoid that. All right, let's get these guys tight. Slippage. There we go. And then one more down at the bottom. And it clicks. All right. So that unit is now installed. Let's get the connectors reconnected here. I'm not sure which one is which, but we're gonna find out. Green one goes there. And this one, the round one, goes right here. And then we'll put the wire back through its little mount right there. Another flashlight bites the dust. That one took out two. One fell and took out the other one. Cool beans. Okay, unit's on, it's put together. Let me get my goodies out of here and we can restart this engine. Put that there, take you guys with me. Let's get the cleaner out of here. Get our weird special tool configuration out of here. Give me back my hat. Available at RaymanRaceRepairs.com. Booyah. Shameless self-promotion. All right, let's go ahead and hit the key, fire this thing up. Oh yeah, I forgot, I'm supposed to say they come in red embroidered also. And there is no apostrophe there. We didn't put an apostrophe in it. We tried an apostrophe on these, and it made this weird spacing between the Y and the S, and then the apostrophe did not stitch well. We had a couple renderings of it in the red and in the white, and what happened is the apostrophe it unraveled on like 3 or 4 of the hats, so I did not end up fielding that line of the hat. We just had to omit it and create a grammatical error. So sorry to those of you who that bothers. Engine starting sequence complete. Looking good. Checking for leaks. Let's get that out of there. I shouldn't have left that there. Good to go. All right, let's shut her down. We have to recheck engine oil level. It may need a half a quart. Let's go find out. Dipstick extraction. We'll give it a wipe. Look at that, right on the money. 5 quarts on the dot. Beautiful. Yay. Alrighty, let's move over here to the front side of the engine. I did not mention it when we gave this thing a look over, but it looks like the serpentine belt here has quite a bit of wear to it. And look right there, you can even see it's got a piece of the belt coming apart on it. So we're gonna go ahead and toss a new belt in this vehicle as well. I think what I need to do is pull this power steering reservoir off and away, get some space, because I believe the tensioner is right just down below it. So let's wiggle this thing off of its mount here. And that really was almost no help whatsoever. Yeah, okay. You know, for an easy car to work on, this thing is annoyingly difficult. Okay, the reservoir is out of the way. Now right here is the tensioner pulley. We need to get a ratchet on it and untension that unit, or a ratcheting wrench rather. I think it's a 14. Yep, let's go the other way. We'll untension that guy, get the belt off, and slap a new one on there. I have a new belt. I don't have my thermostat pieces yet. There we go. Okay, it's coming loose. So now I'll reach down in there and get this off of the alternator pulley. Please come off. Need to re-ratchet there. more throw. Okay, belt's off. Let that hang out right there. Pull that out from behind the idler, and it looks like I can't see anything. It's dark down there. I think we're good. Let's raise this thing up and get the belt off the crankshaft pulley next. It's behind the wheel. Moving back up. On the lock. Cool. And voila. Now I've got all kinds of space to see things and reach things. All right, new belt coming in. Don't need that anymore. Let's see here. So what we'll do is we'll set this up from the bottom, just like what we see here, around the compressor, around that water pump, up and over the crank, and then up to the alternator and to the oh, Lauren was wondering why the tires were flat.
It's flat. I was whispering to him because I.
Like, why is the tire flat?
Oh.
Yeah, you let the air out of the tires. That way the truck comes down. That way you can reach. Yeah. It's kind of a controversial practice. Some people say that's a horrible idea, and some people see nothing wrong with it. It's fine. Anyway, there's our belt. Closer inspection. We've got a lot of cracks going on in it. Some fraying on the edges here. This is the original belt. It's glazed. Okay. New belt. Let's compare. Give the appropriate number of ribs. And let's check our length. So far, I think we're good. Yeah, this one's all right. We're good. Okay. All right, belt's coming in. Letters facing the front or away from the front of the engine. That way, if you're looking at the engine from the front, you can read them. It's not specified, or it's not a specification rather. I just like to do it that way. So, since the compressor here has the tightest squeeze, I'm going to get this belt around that compressing unit first, which is not wanting to go in. Kind of have to fold the thing to get it to go. Come on, compressor. There we go, got it. Almost. There, all right, so the belt is around the compressor. Let's go route it around the rest of the pulleys and whatnot, and then we'll go back up top and set up that tensioner. There we go. More illuminators. So I believe we're going all the way up. How did I have this before? It goes like this. Around the water pump, down under the alternator, like so. All right, I'm gonna shove as much of this slack up top as I can, and then we'll let the vehicle down and go back up there and get everybody set up and in position here. I think that's about all I can really do. All right, yep. All right, let's let her down. We'll pull that belt tight, make sure it's aligned, and then get it retightened and back in its home. CRV coming down. Release the Kraken. Okay, now let's fetch the slack part of that belt, which looks like, oh, look at me, look at that. It's already tucked in under the tensioner pulley. So all I should have to really do here is grab a hold of it and just feed it all the way up, and it came out from the pulley. That's sucks. Oh, come on. This whole car is not made for people with big hands. There we go. Let's hang it off the bolt and we're good, right? Perfect. Down below, everything is lined up. So up here, what we need to do is tuck the belt in behind this wrench. You guys remember how it came out? We'll tuck it in behind the wrench. Actually, I need to pull it off of the alternator pulley. It might become disconnected from the other pulleys, or slip off rather, but we need to tuck this in between that wrench and this power steering pump through that little groove there. Then here's how we're gonna do this. I'm gonna reach around from the back side over here. Ah, it came off the idler too. There. So now all that it's not attached to is the alternator down below. So what I shall do is we're gonna go ahead and relieve tension on the tensioner and try to slip that guy over. Oh, this is gonna be hard. I'm not enjoying what's happening here. Sorry if I'm blocking the camera, fellas. This is close quarters combat of the worst encounters. Oh, come on. Come on, go on, please. It's not going on. Oh. Nope. Oh, I felt one groove slip on. Yeah. Okay. It's not on all the way. I'm about a groove off, and it came off somewhere. Came off the crank. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm just going to slip it over the alternator, and I'm going to reach around in the back over there and try to get it over the crankshaft. It might not go because that crank's a larger pulley. Ooh, nope. Got it. Oh. Sorry, I know y'all couldn't see any of that. It's one rib off. There. Woo-hoo-hoo. Okay, let's go inspect the handiwork down there. So the, let's see, tensioner's on. That's not on. Look down there. I'm way off on that water pump. Alternator's on. Let's see what we got here. We're off a half a rib right here, and the top of this power steering. Okay, or water pump. One more time. This thing is kicking my butt. It really is. So here, took it a little bit loose again. I'm going in with a trim tool. Slide that over that water pump. Relief, and looking good. I think we got it. Okay, so it's on the power steering, it's on the water pump, it's on the alternator. Get rid of that. That belt is over the AC compressor. That's on properly, and it is correct on the crankshaft. Sweet, good to go. Let's wash off some of that oil spillage that's down there. Then we'll restart it and check it and make sure the belt doesn't eat itself alive. There we are. Make it shiny. Nice and shiny. See how this oil is saturating everything? What this will do is it'll get on all these rubber pieces, and it'll break down all that rubber, cause it to swell, and then it gets soft and mushy, and then it falls apart. It's not what we want to do. Here we go. Ooh, some dirt in there. Get rid of that. Nice and shiny-ish. Oh no, I'm running out of brake clean, Dave, another! He's like, go away. Go away, Ray, right now. There's nothing normal about our days, sir. Nothing normal ever. This is the most abnormular environment, there you go, words. Abnormular environment that I could possibly create, because the normal environments are horrendous places to be, with terrible culture, full of depression and anxiety, trauma and thievery and ignorance, and not even blissful ignorance either. It's just blatant ignorance. He's like, yep. Okay, that's done. Yeah, belt is done. Solenoids are done. Starting the engine. Boom! It explodes because there's brake clean everywhere. All right, looking good. We're running illuminators. Belt's running straight. Needs a top off on power steering fluid. Okay, down below, belt's running straight, compressor's cycling. Looking good, nice and clean. Very nice. All right, let's go ahead and shut this back down. We're done with these sections. I still got to do that business with the thermostat and the thermostat housing. However, that's two pieces we had to order. There's a thermostat assembly and then the actual housing assembly. All right, everybody, I think that's gonna about bring this one to conclusion. We've got to do the struts in the rear on this thing. I've got to do something about this AC fan / radiator fan thermostat wiring caulk gun conglomeration here. Waiting on the other piece of the thermostat to show up, and then we can do that. So I've got 3, 4, 5 something hours worth of actual other work to do on this thing. So we're gonna get a fresh start on this tomorrow morning, get the rest of this stuff pulled apart. I think I'll start with the easy stuff, or the hard stuff first, which is gonna be those rear strut assemblies, and then we'll go from there. So, having said all that, I'm gonna go ahead and close this one out right now, and I will do such things as always by thanking each and every one of you guys for watching this video. Certainly hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section down below. Do not forget to tap that like button while you're down there, and most importantly, have yourselves a fantastic 2024. See you guys later. Thanks for watching. In a day, in a video, into CRV for now, and transmission.